Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talk Wordy to Me. Um, this is Stephen Ross, and I have my lovely co-host, Dzintra Sullivan, with me. Well, it's good evening for her. Um, we have, I hope, a wonderful podcast for you this morning. How are you doing this evening, Dzintra?
It is evening. I'm not even used to being on in the evening anymore. But good morning, good evening, hello, goodbye. The whole shebang comes from Australia today. I don't even know. I've worked a long day. It could have been any time of the day for me, and I would have been like, "Yep, I'm here." Um, talk wordy to me. Talk wordy to me, Stephen. Who have
I
we got
am.
on the show today?
We have the
Or who are we
amazing.
talking about? Who are we talking about today?
Well, today we're going to be featuring horror slash suspense author, the amazing Halo Scot. And by the way, it is bloody freezing this morning. It's 2 degrees here, and it's very early. So you're going to have to forgive me if I'm a little bit borderline foggy.
It's it's hot. It's hot in the evening down under. Now, Halo Scot. I'll tell you a secret about Halo Scot. You want me to tell me? Do you want me to tell you a secret about Halo Scot? But if I tell you, you can't tell anybody else.
All right, I mum's the word.
All
Shh.
right. Totally have a crush on her. She's
Oh,
one of my author crushes. I just love her. She's Halo Scot is the epitome of authors for me. I just, I got nothing else. She's just amazing.
she
I totally hump her
absolutely.
leg.
Oh, ooh. I'm going to avoid any leg humping just for legal reasons. No leg humping from me. Plus, I'm a little large to be humping anyone's leg. That's not. Nobody wants that.
Totally can. I'll cover the leg humping.
All right, you're the leg humper. I will be. I guess the witness. I don't know. I don't know.
I know. All right, good.
Halo has been gracious enough to give us some of her work to read from this morning. And she has some very interesting quotes and information that she sent us. But before I get to that, just want to mention that she's on the Queer Indie website. It's www.queerindie.com, along with several members, including Dr. Mario Delolio. I hope I pronounced that right. I know I almost
The
certainly
tricky one, isn't it, Mario? We gotta love him, but it's a tricky name.
It is. There's also T.T. Banks, Ash Knight, and A.C. Merkel, along with Halo herself.
It's queerindie.com. It's a fantastic site to get hold of. And it covers so many different aspects of life and the glorious, colourful web that we're all part of.
Uh,
So it's certainly a site to go check out. Write the
Absolutely.
rainbow, it says. Every book has a home. Write the rainbow. Write the
Yep.
rainbow. I
And
love
and
it.
and we all know that of Halo's genre, but they have genres across, or they have authors across all genres. So you've got everything there.
Quick question, Stephen Ross. Talking about
Uh-oh.
rainbows, what color would you be on the rainbow? What color would you
Oh,
be?
well, if it has, well, I generally go black, but I guess I can't go black on a
Okay,
rainbow now,
there's
can
no black on the rainbow.
I?
What color would you be? Come on the spot. Let's go.
Blue,
Blue.
blue.
Ah,
Yeah.
totally picked you for a blue. Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, totally. I'm a red. I totally go red. Yeah,
Oh, there
as
we
you
go.
do.
That's
Now
how you compliment.
I did confess earlier to having a crush on Halo Scott, but on her website, I don't know if you checked this out, but I really want to say it, haloscott.com, of course, she has a confession, a chaotic confession. Can I read it out, Stephen?
Absolutely.
All right, Halo Scott. This is her chaotic confession. Confession. Halo Scott is a nightmare dwelling beast who subsides on a steady diet of shadows. Prone to chaos, Halo aims to achieve galactic domination through void screaming expertise, dormant telekinesis, and aggressive cackling. cackling people. Halo pretends to be cool, dark, and mysterious, when in reality, Scott is a rather awkward, clumsy creature with a severe distrust of ladybugs. Oh, we'll get back to the ladybugs in a minute. I'm getting to the ladybugs. But it also says, to summon this obscure and skittish writer, one must align the following items in a circle as an offering. As an offering. Right. We need three shots, three shots of whiskey, 2 bowls of jelly beans. Now, they don't necessarily specifically designate what color jelly beans that may be. That I'm going to go rainbow jelly beans, just because it seems like,
Oh.
a logical factor. So 3 shots of whiskey, 2 bowls of jelly beans, something shiny or lit on fire. It's either got to be shiny or it's got to be on fire. Plus, and this is the crescendo of the summoning items, a printed photo of Nicolas Cage as a duck.
The last bit pretty well got me, yeah.
The whiskey I got, the jelly beans I can get hold of, lighting something on fire, tink tank can do.
I
Nicolas
absolutely
Cage
on fire.
Nicolas Cage as a duck. I'm not quite sure if I can manage it, but you know what? I'd give it a good old crack. I'd go talk to Mr. Cage. Now, she did also mention ladybugs. How do you feel about ladybugs, Stephen?
Ladybugs? Well, here's the thing. The actual ladybugs, I don't mind. They're all right. I know I'm probably going to offend Halo right now, but little ladybugs, they're fine. It's those bloody potato bugs that masquerade, the Japanese beetle. They masquerade as ladybugs. They bite. I do not like them.
I do not know of this bug. Why? We don't have this bug down under.
I thought you had everything that eats people and hurts people.
No, we have things that kill you. Does a potato bug kill you, or is it just annoying?
Well, I guess if there was enough of them, maybe. There's a movie that we made.
We go with there you go, Halo. If Halo is listening to this podcast, I challenge you to write a horror movie about the potato bug that masquerades as ladybugs. Take that. All right, it'd be like 8-legged freaks, but 6.
Yes, yeah. Arachnophobia, except with shiny, cute.
Ladybugophobia. I like a ladybug. I do. I like a ladybug. I think they're the most delightful little creatures around. They're pretty. They do their thing. They're a little bit attitudey, a bit like a cat, really, of the bug species. But as you do.
As you do.
Yeah.
And there's something else I saw about Halo. She had mentioned something that no one knows about her.
Yes.
So this is double secret time. Apparently,
yeah.
No one will know until somebody actually listens. When they listen, they might know. Apparently, she was a super sensitive kid, and violence used to bother her to the point that minor fights in children's cartoons would affect her for days afterwards. So apparently, to combat her sensitivity, she watched darker and darker shows until she didn't realize how depraved she became. That sounds very, very familiar. I think some of her darkness and her ability to realize the deranged level of darkness in her books is actually a reaction to her early sensitivity that she purged from herself in the least gentle and most barbaric of ways. Now that resonates with me. That sounds very similar. I think we might have came from the same sort of lineage. How about you?
I was the sweet, innocent little country girl. I didn't. No, I'm cool. But no, I grew up. Wrestling, or not wrestling, but wrangling snakes and stuff in the backyard and the farm. So that's how I desensitized myself to most stuff. You're walking along the creek bed and you come across the tiger snakes or whatever else that can kill you. So that's how I became not sensitive.
You
Fear. I
are
have no
crocodile
fear.
D.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss
I,
Crocodile Dundee. Thank you very much.
yes, I'm borderline afraid of you right now.
Ah, most people are. Most people are. I just want to, before we go and read some of Halo's work that she sent us on her new book,
Hmm.
um, the Rift Cycle is something that you guys need to check out, which is Edge of Breach, Echoes of Blood, Eye of the Brave, and Allergy of the Void, which is a rift cycle. It's where we all become monsters on the edge of the breach. It's a post-apocalyptic world where seasons of birth determine power. Interrealm war beckons two lost and fated souls. It's dark, thrilling, brutal, romantic, and riveting. Who
Hmm.
cannot want to read that?
That sounds like it's up my alley, and I absolutely plan on actually getting into these. They're on my to be read list right now.
That'd totally
Um,
be up your river of blood.
oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely, yes. I
Mm.
plan on bathing in it. Um, and she has a couple
It's
other
good for
things
the
out.
skin.
Oh, absolutely. That
Ha!
who the Marquis de Sade. There you
That's
go.
right. That's
Male
right.
Marquis de Sade.
Yeah.
Um, and I noticed she has a rage journal, a
There is a
void screen
rage, Jenna.
book. Yeah.
I love a rage. Void screaming notebook. All right, I want to know though. Okay, void screaming notebook. Is that one of these things where I open up the notebook and it starts screaming at me? Is this like a I want it because I swear to God, I would love that if I open up the book and it suddenly goes rah at me. That would be I love that.
No,
No, I am wrong. Sintra is
no.
wrong. It is
Apparently, yes.
not that.
Apparently, you pour your fury into its pages, and it earns its loyalty through explosions of wrath.
I
I like the
just
sound
I
of
want to make sure. I love it. It's voice screaming notebook of your personal abyss in which you offer high decibel sacrifices. I just need to know that the paper is going to be thick enough to withstand the blood stains.
Oh, I think
I need
so.
it to be. I need it to be like
Like,
hardy paper. Oh, so it earns its loyalty through explosions of wrath. It sounds brilliant. I love it. There's also a heartbeat of a million dreams, which is a
oh,
science fiction novella. Um,
there,
what?
there is. Oh, sorry. No, no,
No,
you
you're
go.
right. Mars has a shadow. It's science fiction. A mirror of a mirror world torn from chaos, when a girl. Oh, I found my teeth today. When a girl comes along into power to reunite Mars, worlds collide in a cosmic war. I love the cover of that one. It's a really, really pretty cover.
It looks beautiful.
Mm.
And I just want to go through a quick synopsis of it because it's very interesting sounding.
Mm.
Um, it's about a queer and neurodivergent superhero on a sci-fi and sapphic journey. Story is not nearly as dark as her other work. There's hope and maybe even a happy ending. Don't tell the characters though. If you see the world through different lens, this one's for you. And that's something that kind of talks to me. I don't know about yourself, but different is absolutely my bailiwick.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm settling on a happy ending from a Halo Scott book, but I'd give it a whirl. I'll give it a whirl. Halo Scott. Well, I want Halo Scott to. Oh, I've read a couple of Halo Scott, and they leave me bathed in the blood of my enemies, and I like it. It's sticky and hot. Hot. Uh, but the heartbeat of a million dreams of praise is stunning, brilliant, urgent, stellar, and powerful. So definitely something to look into. But her latest one, this is something that really triggers my intrigue bone. My intrigue bone.
Hmm.
which is I Will Kill You. No, not you. That's the name of the book.
Me?
Just saying. Just getting out there. I will kill you.
Please don't kill me.
It's a psychological thriller novel by, of course, Halo Scot, who we are talking about today. The praise is shocking, stirring, delightfully gory, and villainy. Makes you love a monster. Now, I don't know about you, Stephen, but I do. I'm that person when I read a book, watch a movie, whatever I choose to do in that factor. I'm always that one barracking for the bad dude.
Oh, absolutely. That's
I
been my
love a good bad dude.
absolutely. I mean, I am the bad dude, so I guess that kind of works well for me.
Well, there you go. But when
Yeah,
you see the monsters and you get this, you can, you write a monster or you're reading about a monster and you know that there's that soft part in them, that there's always a lovable, a redeemable, a relatable aspect to them. You can't
well,
help but just go, oh, I love me a monster.
yeah, like your Darth Vaders of the world, someone that has some sort of redeeming feature in them somewhere that's waiting.
Oh, look, I would have humped Darth Vader's leg just to wear his cape, really. I mean, look at his cape. Oh, I love his cape. I totally thought I could have rocked that as a teenager.
I think you
Yeah.
could. I think you still could. That's it. We're
Probably.
getting the cape.
Get in the cape. All right, so I Will Kill You is a sharp-edged satirical thriller. Astringent prose is a plus. This is from the publisher's weekly. Readers
Mm,
able to stomach gore will be entertained. I do love gore, and when I pick up a Halo Scott book, it's kind of what you expect. It's what
mm.
it's what is done so brilliantly that there are some books that are just gory for the sake of being gory, and it's really got nothing substantial to it, but not with a Halo Scott book. You know what you're reading, and you know you're going to love it. Love it.
Absolutely. That's gore for the sake of gore. I think we've had this discussion before. That gore for the sake of gore is somewhat pointless to me, but if it's part of the story, I love some good gore. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I Will Kill You is about Alex. After losing his wife, Alex drowns in crime to support his motherless kids. A new job offers freedom, but freedom demands sacrifice. Crime doesn't commit itself.
Mm.
I love the cover too. The cover's great. It's a great cover.
Absolutely. I got it up in front of me now, and it's. I just love that smoke coming off the head.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
very eye-catching. Very eye-catching.
so, all right. Well, what do you think? Shall we give it a whirl?
Let's read a little bit. This and now, of
All
course,
right.
we have to state from the beginning whenever we're on Talk Wordy to me and we're reading something from their books, this is with complete 100% consent from the author themselves. This is what they have chosen to give us to read, and we are authorized to read this piece of prose from them.
Absolutely.
We
Yeah,
we have not chosen it ourselves. This is from the authors themselves.
it is. Consent is a beautiful thing.
Always.
All right. So I guess I'll start if that works for
Yeah,
you.
and for those playing at home, this is of course called I Will Kill You by Halo
Hmm.
Scot. Chapter 1 called Clean Up on Wall Street. Take it away, Stephen.
All right, here we go. And this is from Alex. Corporate America, a psychopath's wet dream. Land of the free, if you're rich. Home of the brave, if you're poor. A melting pot of dream corpses, sour milk and bloody honey. Creepy Uncle Sam, your mother's brother, who asks to see your tits at parties. Yankee Dingleberry, the big, bad, bold US of A. You can do everything as long as it changes nothing. Such opportunity, such new eye. So many lost souls willing to pay anything to find themselves again. It's my civic duty to help them. How could I turn them away? You got a problem? I got a fix. Sure, it might cost a little literal arm and leg, but I'll clean your conscience with my own dirty my heart, so yours shines fool's gold. What would you pay for peace of mind? What is the price to erase regret? Lucky for you, I got an app for that. No questions asked. NQA for short. Click the money icon to see the current deals. It's an easy, user friendly way to throw dollars at troubles. Don't miss 2 for 1 Tuesdays. I prey on their desperation. They leech off my generosity, and there is so much desperation. Thank God for New York. No, thank Satan. I am the city that never sleeps, and I poison the Big Apple. We're late for my 10 o'clock, though, so keep up and watch out for dog shit. Yep, that shit there, the one you stomped. At least now you smell like freedom. Ciao, Tony, the receptionist calls as we enter the building. Come along. My name's not Tony, but people like when I'm Tony, so today I'm Tony. Tomorrow I'll be Vinny, Joey, Louie, Frankie, or another name softened with a conniving long E. Frank is a dick, but Frankie is your friend. A friend you owe money, an antipasto, and a get well soon card from his nana. But a friend the same. And I don't speak Italian, despite my embezzled accent, but I am half Italian, half Egyptian. There's the lonely truth in the lie stack, and its best breed lies from the rotten truth. But enough blabbering. We're late. My client's early, and I doubt you got the chops for fancy talking. Nice to meet you, Pete, I say, sitting across the table. My client looks ready to shit himself, if he hasn't already. In his NQA request, he listed body clip, blunt and bland with no euphemism or code word, a newbie classic. I don't usually take on newbies, but finances are tight, as a CEO's overbite, so newbies we must. Tony, hi, Pete says. He sweats through his collared shirt, dank with pit stains and stomach roll prints. I should pity him, but you know I don't. And he's the one who killed some guy, not me. Well, not this guy, but cross me, betray me, fuck me over, stab me in the back, and I will kill you too.
Pete stares. I won't. Can't ask questions. Part of NQA's holy terms and conditions. So I let him come to me. He doesn't. Pete, you're new. I get it. But you got to give me something, buddy, I say. And I can't ask questions. So spill. Pete swallows and his eyes the ceiling, hoping God will answer his prayers. But Pete doesn't believe in God, and God doesn't believe in him. So the room remains silent and awkward. There's a body on Wall Street, Pete whispers, near the subway station. I stuffed it behind a fence. Behind a fence, I repeat. He nods. Behind a see-through public fence, I say. Another nod. I shake my head and tisk, tisk the poor dickhead. Petey, Petey, Petey. It's Pete, he says. It'll be Greg soon if you can't get your shit together. I didn't mean to kill. I raise a hand and he stops. I don't care and I don't want to know. Plausible deniability and all that jazz. My lawyers are still up my ass about the last gig. Was it my fault NYPD had a recruitment party the same night? I buy most cops, but not all, and not those. Then again, Rockefeller Center is a poor choice for a slaughter. Too much visibility, too many tourists. Should run a webinar on responsible murder. Here, Pete hands me a slip of paper. GPS coordinates. You got to be shitting me. Newbie indeed. You wrote it down? Wow. If someone finds this, you're dead or in jail wishing you were dead, Petey buddy. It's Pete, soon to be Greg. Fuck up again and you'll be asking for papers, not clean up. It's like you're living in Manhattan. Lie low for a few days. I'll sort it out, but do nothing else stupid. Thank you, Tony. Pete breathes with relief. I owe you one. Nope. You owe me $5,239.91, I say. Payable by bank check only. Mail it to the P.O. box in the FAQs. If I get it within a week, all's good. If I don't, front page of the New York Times might look familiar. Got it. Good. Pete lifts his hand to shake, but I'm already out the door. He's a shit client. He's only got one thing going for him. He didn't mention my scar. Jesus, I swear to God, I just went and bought this book.
Absolutely.
Halo Scot, that is phenomenal. I want to read it. I need to read it. That hooks me completely. I don't know how anybody can't be hooked on that. That was I Will Kill You.
I will tell you
psychological thriller.
The first two paragraphs are insanely well written. They're just perfect.
Phenomenally talented. And this is about Halo Scot. Halo Scot, if you've read any of the Halo Scot books, you will know you are going to go on the most amazing, detailed, brilliantly choreographed story. But you want to buckle up because it's probably going to get rough and it's going to get a little bloody and it might stain. It might stain a little bit. But you're going to love it.
Absolutely. I can really, really differentiate her writing from other stuff I've read. She has a very unique voice. The way that was written, I could pick up a page now and know it was her. It's
kind of gives me that American Psycho vibe.
Yes,
you know that.
I was thinking that.
Yeah?
Patrick, that was, but not written like that book was. It's her own voice, but that very grim, dark, dirty New York City. Almost like the New York City of the 70s and 80s. That was, much, much more violent and dark than almost anything else.
And I loved the internal dialogue going on in his head. I love that because I get to really sit myself into the skin of Alex and be part of the story, or Vinny or Frankie or whoever Tony, whoever he is at that point in time,
I'm getting certain sociopath vibes from everything is very cold and very analytical. No, there doesn't come off any sort of empathy or anything almost inhuman. I don't know where it goes from there because I need to read this book and I'm going to read this book.
But I just bought this book. I can't. I need to know what Frankie's going to do.
Absolutely.
I have to. She hooks me. She hooks me every time. She's so mean.
Absolutely. I'm absolutely getting this book. This is the writing that I want to read. It pulled me in right away. I could visualize it in my head as I was going, like I was part of the story.
Yeah.
Or stick myself in the boots of the main character. I love that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Halo Scot, for sharing that with us. It was amazing to read it, and I can't wait to read the book. I can't wait. Love it, love it. Now, if I could just work out where I'm going to get the picture of Nicolas Cage as a duck, I'm totally going to end up with Halo Scot in my living room. Just saying.
Oh, well, there we go. I mean, I can pretty well summon everything except for maybe the whiskey. No whiskey for me, but everything else, I'm sure I could find a way to get. So maybe I'll have to
Halo,
borrow some.
Nicolas Cage as a duck?
I'm sure
Are you going to get that?
I'll make it happen.
You'll make it happen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness.
It's on fire in the meantime.
Excellent, excellent. Of course, we're talking about Halo Scot. Halo Scot, that's with one T, HALOSCOT.com, haloscot.com. If you want to find out about any of these books that we're talking about, or of course, I Will Kill You. Not you, the book, just saying. Also, queerindie.com. Where you can find Halo Scot and a number of other talented authors to go and hunt down. Or no, not, but yeah, hunt down metaphorically speaking.
Maybe metaphorically, maybe literally.
Metaphorically, we don't condone anything else. Metaphorically, but they do really love reviews. So, buy books, read books, review books. We love it.
They're absolutely they're more important, I think, than the actual sales. I mean, sales are going to come one way or another, but reviews, that's the lifeblood. That's what
absolutely.
And she did pop in a little joke for us.
Yes, let's end on a joke. I love jokes.
We all know that. Not necessarily good ones all the time, but we all know that.
Hey. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurt deep. That hurt deep in my feelies.
The first cut is the deepest.
All right, a Halo Scot joke. A Halo Scot joke. Rightio.
I spend a lot of time, money, and effort childproofing my house, but the kids still get in. Little bastards. Oh, I added the little bastards part.
Damn children. Damn children. I like the one that says, I got a sage smudge proof, a sage stick and cleansed my house. And the kids start coughing. Just like, you're trying to kill me. Yes, demons, I am. Oh, look, these children, we can't get rid of them. They're supposed to be fun. Have children, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Not so much.
Well, thankfully, one of us doesn't have to worry about that. Anyway, well, I don't have children. I have a motorcycle.
There you go. Probably gives you just as much stress.
Well, yes. I mean, no, I don't think so. No. So Halo Scot, she list of books: Edge of the Breach, Echoes of Blood, Eye of the Brave, Elegy of the Void. That's all one series. Heartbeat of a Million Dreams, I Will Kill You, Rage Journal.
You have to say that properly. I will kill you.
I will kill you.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Good. You can't just go, oh, I will kill you. It doesn't quite have the same moo. Go on. Rage Journal. Rage Journal.
I need that. I love the cover for it as well. It's blood red with the tiger screaming.
I love it.
And she has a few pre-orders, so check those out. Pre-order her books: Girl of Dust and Smoke, The Mortality Experiment, and Burn the Sun. I like that. Burn the Sun.
Burn the Sun. haloscot.com. haloscot.com.
Yeah. And it's a brilliant website. It's really well laid out. I just want to take a second to thank Halo. She's been really, really gracious and really wonderful. Thank you so much.
I love you, Halo. Just saying. My author crush.
So
right.
at that, I'm looking outside right now, and the sun is finally up, and it's still 2 bloody degrees, and your sun is likely down by now.
I am going to bed.
All right,
That's
you
it.
go to
I'm done for the night.
bed.
Thank you, Stephen. Ross, thank you, Halo Scot. HaloScot.com last time. QueerIndie.com too. Check it all out.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dzintra. It's wonderful being able to be on the show with you. It's definitely a highlight of my month.
Talk Wordy to me, where we talk about all the gossip. Make bad jokes.
Yeah, well, I bad sometimes, good sometimes.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, that's all for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I think we caught our stride a little bit. We're a little more loose today, so we'll see how we go. Thank you very
All
much for
right.
listening.
See you next month. Bye.
Bye.